Well, let me thank you for clicking on this video. The purpose of this video is very straightforward, and it's to walk through the steps and the qualifications for joining East DeSoto Baptist Church. This way, if you are planning on visiting and you just want to kind of have an idea of what church membership looks like, what the process is to join, this will give you some good information. Or if you're someone who's been visiting for a while and you just want to know what the steps are, this video is going to cover that. So the first thing that you need to understand is the qualifications for membership. The first one is that you have to be a believer. That is, that you have made a profession of faith, you have confessed Jesus Christ as Lord, and you have made that profession public either to a previous church in front of a congregation, or your plan is to do that in front of East DeSoto Baptist Church. The second thing you need to understand for qualification is that you've had to have followed credo baptism. Now, what we mean by credo baptism is that after you have made the confession that Jesus Christ has been Lord and you've been saved, then you followed in baptism by immersion. That's what credo baptism is. We do not accept infant baptism. So if you were baptized as a baby, we do not see that as a legitimate baptism. If you were sprinkled in a different church, we do not see sprinkling as a legitimate mode of baptism. So if your desire is to join, and this is going to come up in interviews, we will request that you be baptized by immersion, and if you want to join, it's required. So the third thing is that you're in good standing. Now, once you express interest and you have been affirmed as a prospective member, there's going to be a time period throughout the process in which you must remain in good standing. That is, that you are living in correspondence to the profession of faith that you are making. Or if you're coming from another church, we will send out a letter to them to make sure that you're not under any church discipline or anything like that. The second thing is getting into prospective membership. And the way you initiate this is by expressing interest. You can express interest to me, or you can express interest to another member or another leader in the church. And once that happens, we're going to talk to you about bringing you before the church to be affirmed as a prospective member. Now, what this does is two things. Number one, it allows the congregation to know who it is that is looking at joining, so that if there's any issues or anything that needs to be handled before you even get into the process, we can handle those things. And because we have congregationalism as our church polity, it gives the congregation from start to finish the final court of appeal on who it is that we're entertaining to join as members and who actually gets to join as members. The second thing is pastoral interviews. Now, the purpose of the pastoral interview is to walk through your testimony. After you have been affirmed as a prospective member, you are going to type out and print a copy of your testimony. Now, what we say is 3 to 4 paragraphs. You need to be able to read through it in 3 minutes or less. It needs to cover we life before Christ, when and how you came to Christ, and what has life been like since coming to Christ. Once you've done that, we will meet and we will talk through your testimonies. The next thing is that you'll need to attend all 4 sessions of the new membership class. It's going to cover qualifications of the member. It's going to cover our Baptist faith. It's going to cover expectations of the church. It's going to cover expectations of the members. And what this does is this gives you a really, really good overview of East DeSoto Baptist Church, the Southern Baptist Convention, the Mississippi Baptist Convention, all of our affiliations, the DeSoto Tate Baptist Association. It's going to lay out what you can expect from us as a church. What is our vision? What is our mission? What are our values? What is our covenant? What is how is our budget set up and how we intend to use that budget? And then we also cover expectation of the members. What do we expect of everybody who has joined East DeSoto Baptist Church? Um, the next thing is that you're going to need to have a meeting to go through the church covenant, right? So this can be done in the first pastoral interview, or you can push this to a second interview where we have an interview that is specifically for walking through the church covenant, and where you sign 2 copies of that church covenant. 1 copy will be given to you for you to keep, 1 copy will be given to the church for us to keep. The purpose of the church covenant is like wedding vows. These are all the things that you are agreeing to do as part of the membership of East DeSoto Baptist Church. And every single one of these are biblical commands of the church, and what the New Testament has called for us to do and to be for one another as church members. So it's not anything crazy, nothing to be concerned with. It's a very significant document to the church. We recite it at the Lord's Supper. We recite it at members' meetings, at business meetings. We recite it at baptismal services. So it's a document that you're going to become very, very familiar with over time. And then the last step is reception. After you have done all of the other steps and gotten all the paperwork in, then you will be presented to the church. Either your name or your physical body will be presented to the church to be voted on for church membership. And as long as you receive that majority vote, everything is in order, then you will be considered a covenanted member of East DeSoto Baptist Church. Well, I hope this video was helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out.